This next hour, we're just focusing on rebuilding, re-energizing, rebirthing what it means to be in a flourishing, thriving relationship with yourself and others. So definitely stick around in this healing hour. We are going to dive in. It's going to be so freaking powerful. Before that, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here. I love you. I appreciate you. You are a masterpiece creating your reality, your masterpiece. So thank you for being on the journey with us. Next, I'm going to share our iTunes review of the week. This week, it is by Clarice Gomez, who says, awesome podcast. Chris, host of Become Your Greatest Possible Self podcast, highlights all aspects of business, entrepreneurship, and more in this can't miss podcast. The host and expert guests offer insightful advice and information that is helpful to anyone that listens. Clarice, thank you so much for that review. If you want to get a chance to get shouted out on a future 12-hour live stream, go to beyourgps.com/iTunes or search Greatest Possible Self on the Apple Podcast Store. Leave us a review there. Let us know what you love, what you want to see more of, and how we can improve the show for you. Thank you so much for being here. Now, I'm going to dive into this healing hour in just a second. Before that, though, I just want to remind you why we created this healing hour, okay? The theme is from dying to thriving relationships. And a couple of weeks ago, I was thinking to myself, man, if I had any superpower, if I could impact the world and leave any legacy that I wanted, what would I do? What would be the most beneficial, most valuable thing that I could do across all time and space? And for me, what came up was, if I could just snap my fingers and have everyone who is suffering, everyone who's in pain, everyone who's having a difficult life, difficult moments, if I could help those people to really just heal from that pain, to really just let that go and step into love, step into empowerment, step into peace, step into joy, like I would snap my fingers and have everyone experience pure bliss, pure harmony, pure love across the world. And I said to myself, well, as far as I'm aware, I'm not quite at that energetic potential or tapped into that energetic potential just yet. And what's the next best step that I could do? Well, my next best step would be to bring on healers and have healing conversations and experiences for everyone who's able to show up live on the marathon, as well as even people who aren't here, to get the benefit of some healing. Some distant healing, some powerful, energetic healing to really shift their reality. So I said, let's start doing it. And we started doing a weekly healing hour. Typically, it's around 10 a.m. We had Steph and Shay on today. They were in that 10 a.m. slot. So I said, let's do it at 11 a.m. because it's something that's really important for me, stepping into my role as a host, my role as a transformation coach, my role as a catalyst, a healer, right? And I think healing looks all kinds of different ways. We all have different modalities and gifts of healing and how we serve and how we share our love with the world. So I said, let's create an hour around it, and I've been just having a blast healing. So to set the context, this next hour, or less than an hour now, we're going to be focusing on what really will transform someone's relationship to themselves and to others, and creating a thriving energetic expression, a thriving energetic relationship with themselves and their significant other. So I know what it's like to have an amazing woman of my dreams right by my side. I have a beautiful set of parents. I went down to Home Depot and picked up myself a set of parents. I have a beautiful set of parents who are so empowered in their relationship, in their romance, in their intimacy, in their communication, in raising great kids. Holla. That I'm so blessed with that. And I want to just share that energy and that presence and that knowingness and that stand for people that they can have that as well. So really, from dying to thriving relationships, in this hour, I'm co-creating with the healing modalities that I've picked up, that I've learned, the healer that I am, the speaking into existence, the transformation that I provide to be able to revive, so to speak, rebirth these relationships with ourselves and others. So thank you for joining. We're going to be diving in. So context. Anyone who's here listening, live or replay, podcast, video, whatever the case might be, you are experiencing this benefit as much, if not even more, than the people who are not here, okay? And my intention is also the people who didn't make it on to listen to this. They didn't get the podcast. They didn't get the interview. They didn't hear it. This isn't an interview, but solo round. They didn't find out about becoming your greatest possible self or GPS, or maybe they just missed this episode. They're subscribed, but they missed this episode. Or maybe they're across the world in different countries in Asia and Europe and Africa and South America. Those are continents, by the way. And they just didn't get the message yet. But they're open. They're open to it energetically. They're open to receiving it. They're open to experiencing it. They've been praying. They've been hoping. They've been wishing. They've been searching for an answer, searching for a transformation, searching for a glimmer of hope to remind them that everything's going to be okay, that they have a shot, that they can break through this, they can get through this. We want to just really reach them in this next hour. We are reaching them in this next hour of healing. So wherever you're at, and I'm going to be going through phases of opening my eyes, closing my eyes, but right now I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm going to imagine a beautiful white light, pure, golden, sparkly, juicy white light. I just love the word juicy. White light around myself, around this room, around you, listening right now. Just imagine. I see these balls of white light from all of our listeners, all the people tuning in, live or replay, all around the world, just protective, nourishing, loving, expansive, healing, fulfilling, warm, safe, secure, stable, nourishing white light. Just wrapping everyone who's listening, everyone who's tuning in live or replay, podcast, YouTube, whatever the case might be. I just see it all around the world, these little globes of light for you. And we're creating that together. We're creating that intention. I want you to also support me. I'm asking for your help because I can't do this on my own. Or doing it on my own, is an illusion. Because I know you are me and I am you. And to be able to create our reality and transform this world and have that peace, it takes all of us collecting our intention, our focus, our energy, our awareness, our consciousness together towards this intention. So I need your support. Please support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I receive your support. And for everyone who is still curious, still discovering about what does it mean to create a ball of white light. Isn't that silly? Like, if we're at the conscious level to understand that and create that for ourselves and for others, then we step into that power. For those of us who are at that level, awesome. For those of us who aren't at that level, who are listening, it's okay. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Just feel good. Give yourself permission to feel good, feel safe, feel protected, feel aligned, feel the love, feel healing just around you. Just imagine it as a empowering, loving light, energy, presence, a feeling, a knowing around you, a faith that you're experiencing this love. And now everyone who is listening or tuning into this live or replay, we are going to co-create balls of white light, spheres, illuminating, warming, loving, light, energy, presences around everyone who is open, everyone who's seeking, everyone who is searching, everyone who is hungry, everyone who is excited, who's on the mission, who's suffering, who's in pain, who is knowing that they deserve something more. So I just imagine all the people who are tuning in, and we imagine there's thousands of us who are experiencing this, actually receiving this download, listening to this. And I imagine hundreds of thousands, millions more of these spheres of light around the world for the people who really are seeking, the people who really are hoping, who really are yearning for this love and this healing. We're creating that. We're all co-creating that. Do you see how illuminated this earth is? And we ask our angels, our guides, God, universe, source, creator, helpful, beneficial spirits, master guides, entities, ETs, everyone who is light and love and helpful and beneficial and healing and nourishing and loving, positive, to allow all this energy to come in and to support us in this energetic foundation, to support us in creating this place of peace, of serenity, of tranquility, of love. Thank you for all of this coming in. Thank you for all the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you for this love. Thank you for receiving. Thank you for giving, for being conduits, for being in total flow and knowingness and faith and trust and certainty and clarity that this is so. And so it is, and so be it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And all this beautiful love, we send it, we share it, we are creating it for everyone who is on the journey. And these hundreds of thousands and millions of people who are ready and open and seeking and searching and looking to receive it, whether it's today, February 26th at approximately 11:15 or so, whether it's tomorrow, the 27th, whether it's 5 weeks from now, whether it's 5 years from now, we are sending it across all time and space, all times and spaces. We send it to our younger selves. We send this love, this healing, this sphere, this protective white light to our younger selves. We send it to our future selves that are hurting, that are finding their way, that are wanting to take their lives to the next level, upgrade, evolve, step into their power, own their abundance, own their impact, own their gifts. We send it to them too. So across all times and spaces, all beings that are seeking, searching for this love, for this healing. First of all, we create this foundation of white light and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this knowingness. Thank you for this experience. Thank you for this trust, this taking ownership, taking responsibility for our power, for our infinite capacity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as we continue this portion of the healing hour, we're just going to really start to open up whatever energy is there around dying relationships. So let's start to just peel away the layers and start to just be witness, be okay, accept, embrace, forgive, heal, trust. Whatever it is that's there. And I think we all have different experiences, different traumas, different circumstances. And most of us have common emotions. Most of us, right? Most of us have experienced shame at one point in our life. Hashtag all of us. So for the people out there who've been hurt, who've been betrayed, who felt like they lost something that they will never get back. They lost their innocence. They lost the potential, the possibility of love. And again, we're sending this to everyone who is here, who is listening, and all those beings and people who we created love and bubbles of light and a space of empowerment, a space of love, a space of welcoming, home, nourishment. We send love. We send peace. We send an acceptance, saying it's okay to look at it. It's okay to just see it. You are okay. You are safe. You are not bad. You're not wrong. You're not worthless. You are not shame. You are not guilt. You are not regret. You may have felt these things, but that's not who you are. So for anyone who's been abandoned, betrayed, hurt, backstabbed, left, who've been given up, who've been thrown away. And we're totally going to get some music on here, if that's all right with you. For anyone who has been in the pits of despair in their relationship, we send love to you. And even to ourselves, we say it to ourselves, for ourselves. We experience this, we generate it, we create it to ourselves, for ourselves, creating this healing and this love. And I love the Ho'oponopono prayer. I think it's something, I'm sure that there's levels of overdoing it, but I think it's something that most of us cannot overdo because it's so freaking powerful. So we're going to say to that wounded self of us, of others, we see you, we hear you, we feel you, we acknowledge you, you matter. And we also give this gift to ourselves and to those who are seeking, searching, hoping, suffering, struggling. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. You can put your hands over your heart if you want to amplify it. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. I forgive you. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. I forgive you. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. For anyone who's been hurt, who's been abandoned, who's felt lost, who felt stuck, overwhelmed, hopeless, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. To the inner child that is struggling, that is suffering, that is running, that is feeling afraid, feeling unsafe, feeling stuck, abandoned, betrayed. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. To the people who we betrayed, who we left behind, who we didn't love, who we weren't there for, who we were unsafe around, who we were not protecting, who we were not fully connected, fully authentic, fully in integrity, fully real, fully transparent, fully being ourselves and owning the responsibility that we had in our relationship. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And to the people who we blamed and shamed and tore down and tore through and hurt intentionally or unintentionally, consciously or unconsciously, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And for the people out there who have chosen, unconsciously or consciously, to cast off love, to say they don't deserve love, to say love is not possible, to say their dream relationship, their dream partner, their dream person, their dream self, it's just not accessible, it's not possible, it's not real, it's a fantasy, it's hopeless, it's useless, I'm broken. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And we say this for them, on behalf of them, to themselves. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. And for those people out there who are in relationships currently and they're just not giving their full selves, they're just not showing up as their greatest possible selves. They're not communicating. They're not sharing. They're not taking the lead. They're not taking responsibility. They're not using the tools and the knowledge and the resources that they have. They're doing the best that they can, and there's more that they could do. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And we feel this healing. For everyone who is experiencing this live or replay, and even the people who aren't, we collect our focus in these moments to send just green, loving energy to our hearts. We feel and experience this green, loving, healing, rejuvenating, repairing energy to our hearts. We feel our hearts opening up. We feel our hearts being expansive, being loving. And for the people who have walls and they've hardened and they've calloused and they've built up resistance to really letting people in and opening up and exposing and being vulnerable and being real and being authentic, we heal those layers of struggle, of pain, of suffering, of resentment. We melt away like layers of ice. We just melt away with the fire of love, with the fire that does no harm, with this green energy and green fire that just melts away the additional layers that have been protecting but also disconnecting, that have been hiding but also running. We heal our hearts. We give ourselves permission to heal, to stop carrying the wounds, to stop carrying the baggage from the past, the resentment, the shame, the guilt, the distrust. We give ourselves permission to love again. We give ourselves permission to heal. We give ourselves permission to forgive and to trust again. To be that little boy or girl again, coming out to play, coming out to laugh, to sing, to dance, to have joy and fun, and to be worthy and enough exactly as we are, needing to prove nothing, just trusting that everything that we need within us, it's already there in our source, guiding us, There's no external thing that we could ever do to prove. There's no external amount of beauty. There's no external amount of money or wealth or fame. There's no external amount of shelter or stability or security or career or achievements or anything like that that could ever be more than ourselves and our source, and giving ourselves permission and going within and trusting ourselves and reconnecting with ourselves. We remember what it is to love. We remember to love. We remember to love these walls on our heart, to remember the love to feel for ourselves. And in this process, there may be some pain. There may be some willingness to face what we have repressed, what we have stored, what we have stuffed down, all the guilt, all the shame, all the regrets, all the beating up of ourselves, all the pressure of ourselves to be a certain way, all the suffering that we had no healthy way of sharing or communicating or expressing, so it turned into such deep-rooted resentment. It is going to hurt for some people to re-experience that, to relive that, to accept it, to look at it for what it is, for being willing to face the darkness, to peer into the depths of darkness, to stare into the abyss, to look over and then dive in and go in and soak it up and experience it. And it's nasty, it's gross, it's disgusting, it sucks, it's painful, it's heart-wrenching, tear-jerking, suffering, misery, toxicity. We just welcome it back into our hearts. We welcome it to be experienced, to cry those tears, to yell, to experience the anger, to punch something. We give ourselves permission to have an emotionally healthy experience. And if you're someone who requires licensed professional medical therapeutic help, then go get that. I am not a licensed professional. I am not certified in any therapy, any expertise, no government government certified board, anything like that. If you need something like that, if this is so much for you that you need something like that, then go get the help that you need. And for everyone who's hearing this, who needs that, everyone who's experiencing this energy, who needs that in their life, who needs a coach, who needs a therapist, who needs a transformational expert, who needs a doctor, who needs licensed medical professional help, like, we give that person the grace and the forgiveness and the love and the strength to go get that, to go ask for that help, to go ask for someone to help them get there, to just get their foot in the door, to start the process of healing, to take the next step on the process of healing, wherever they're at. We give that person strength, emotional fortitude, soul fortitude, because they know, their soul knows that they are here for something more than what they have experienced. Their soul knows. And God, Source, Universe, Creator, speak these words of inspiration, of motivation, of encouragement to make their heart come alive with possibility, to make their heart come alive with the knowingness that they deserve better. And if they're suffering right now, if they're repressing, if they're stuffing it down, if they're avoiding, if they're blaming and shaming and excusing and playing the victim and staying stuck and staying stagnant and atrophying and dying and on the verge of giving up everything, of taking their life, of ending it all, give that person the nudge in the other direction. Do whatever it takes. Cause that miracle, God, source, universe, creator, with this intention, with this love, with this knowingness, with this faith that there's something more for them, especially if they're on the brink. And when they come back and when they say, man, I was saved for a reason, I survived for a reason, I was cared for a reason, the thing broke and it didn't work, my attempt failed and it didn't happen for a reason. Help them discover that reason. Help them discover that inner fire, that inner soul desire of why they're really freaking here, to heal, to recover, to share, to inspire, to empower, to teach, to contribute, to serve, to share their gifts. God, source, universe, creator, Lord, Jesus, whoever, Buddha, Einstein, intervene in those moments. In these moments. Today, someone is contemplating. In this moment, February 26th, 11:20, 11:25, 11:30, there are people considering suicide. There are people executing their suicide. Intervene in the people who are meant to be here. Intervene in the people who have been looking and seeking and searching, and just remind them just one more time that it's not their time yet. Let them know. Cause their plan, their lower plan, their plan based in suffering, based in fear, based in shame, based in regret and guilt and difficulty, and life is just too much for them to handle. Cause their plan to fail, so that they can recognize and remember that they are actually being guided. They are actually experiencing these moments as a gift, and let them witness that, and let them see that, recognize that, experience that, have the awareness, have the consciousness to experience that. Let them experience angels. Let them experience epiphanies. Let them experience their life flashing before their eyes, giving them a completely different freaking paradigm. Completely different experience of reality, planting the seed that it can be different, that it can be better, that they can choose something else. For anyone who's experiencing that, give them their next chance. Remind them that they have a purpose here, that they're still needed, that there is light and love to be shared from their pain. Because the people who have suffered the most, the people who've been in the most darkness, the people who've seen the most difficult days, weeks, months, and years, those are the people, when they make it through, God, source, universe, creator, when they make it through on the other side of that, they are so empowered. They are so lit up. They are so committed. They are so convicted to their purpose, to their cause, to their stand. And let those people who are looking for their way, who are seeking for their life's purpose, to discover it, to have that seed blossom and sprout and flourish and bear fruit. Plant that seed of hope in their heart, in their soul. Allow their soul, which has had the seeds of greatness and love and prosperity and abundance and success and impact and service and all these beautiful gifts, allow those seeds to come alive, to be nourished through these difficult times, to be nourished by faith, by hope, by possibility, to be nourished by feeling special, feeling seen, feeling like they matter, like there's still reason to be here. And their soul is nourished, and it's like fertilizer for their souls. To come alive, to step into their power, to step into their greatness. In the infinite power of love's name, in God's name, in Jesus' name, in Christ's name, in Source's name, in the Divine's name. So it is. So be it. receive this blessing. We experience this blessing. We trust this blessing. We know this blessing. We integrate this blessing. We integrate this wisdom. We integrate this love. And it heals and it opens up the heart and it cracks the walls and it breaks them apart and it opens up this exposed, vulnerable, real heart to love again and to know, and let these beings and their souls know, especially those who have been looking and seeking and searching for that other. Not that they need or have to have that person. They are whole, complete, and perfect as they are, and let them know that. Remind these souls that they are whole, complete, and perfect as they are. And when they see the wholeness, the completeness, the perfection in themselves, they love themselves, they witness themselves, they acknowledge themselves, they receive themselves, they celebrate themselves, they take care of themselves, they baby themselves, they stand for themselves, they protect themselves in a positive, empowering, not fearful, but loving way. They father themselves, they mother themselves, they are responsible for themselves. Let them know that that is the power. That is the source of their power to create, to manifest, to have whatever it is that they want. Because when they're channeling that flow and that love and that respect and that dignity and that empowerment and that aliveness and that play and that fun and that self-expression and that being, that embodying, that when they experience that, they share it. They share it with everyone all around them. And they call even more of that into the life, into their lives, into the universe, into their circumstances, into their environment, into the people that they attract. And guess what? Because they share that energy, because they put that energy out, because they are a freaking geyser for it, they're channeling it and spraying it and sharing it and blessing the world and themselves and everyone around them and everything around them. They are the attraction point. They are the magnetic point. They are a super magnet, super attractor, super magnet point to create anything that they desire by being it, by embodying it, by living it. And thus, they attract the partner, the person, the playmate, the relationship, the friends, the family, the tribe, the prospects, the clients, the community, the acquaintances that have them come alive, that have them feel valued. And they overflow that into their lives. And they see individuals and they channel this gratitude, this appreciation, this love, this light, this being, this presence, this embodiment of contribution, of service, of giving their greatest gifts into these beings around them. And they receive it back too. And for someone and people who've been so dry of love, so dry of grace, so dry of compassion, of forgiveness, of connection, of intimacy, of true soul connection, of true presence, of true witnessing themselves and others, we bless them to receive it, to know it, to trust it, to welcome it with open arms, saying thank you, thank you, thank you. And these beings receive and integrate even more love, fueling the cycle of peace, of love, of contribution, of understanding, of compassion, of grace, of forgiveness, of being there for others, of serving others, of supporting others, of believing in others, of championing others, because they were willing to do it for themselves first. And we keep blessing this energy, this presence, this knowingness, this activity, this behavior, this identity that they fuel and feed themselves with. And in the next week, 5 weeks, 5 years, they continue to do this. They continue to bless themselves. They continue to take one step at a time. They continue to have compassion and grace when they fall off the track. They continue to have compassion and grace when they attract something that they didn't quite desire. And that's okay. They forgive themselves. They have fun with it. They play more. They trust more. They know more. They allow more. We say thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this presence. Thank you for this knowingness. Thank you for this trust. And as we begin to solidify this experience, as we begin to reintegrate into our DNA, literally the DNA, the cellular biology, the hormonal biology, the metaphysical body, the energy, the higher dimensions, fifth dimension energies, the Akashic records are being freaking changed because of this moment, because of this declaration, because of this embodiment. Time, across all space, 4D, 3D dimensions. They are being transformed. Everyone who desires, everyone who's seeking, everyone who's open, everyone whose energetic frequency, their frequencies, their beings are aligned with this. They've been asking, they've been knocking, they've been seeking. They receive this. And their thought patterns switch. First of all, their energy, their fifth dimension energy is like, ooh, Christopher Burns, give me that energy, give me that blessings. And their guides and their angels and their spirits around them are like, Christopher Burns, thank you for this geyser of energy. We are going to combine it with their higher selves. Their higher selves are going to welcome it. It's going to be the supercharge that they've been looking for. Higher self is going to channel it down into 4D and 3D, and it's literally going to change matter. It's literally going to quantumly impact their being, their presence, their body, their bones, their muscles, their tissues, their cells, their brains, their minds. Their minds shift. The hookup of their minds literally just shift from everything being thoughts of desperation or fear or closed offness, resignation, disempowerment, disallowing, struggle, strife, stress. And they replug into, oh wait, it can be different. Well, hey, I'm at least a little grateful. Or I survived for a reason. Or there is hope. There is possibility. There is magic here to discover. Thank you. And they feel this renewed sense of vigor. They feel this renewed sense of peace, of serenity, of trust, of knowingness that someone's got their back. I have your back. Christopher Burns has your back. Your spirits have your back. Your higher self has your back. Source, God, universe, creator has your freaking back. And you feel it. And you own it. And you experience it. And you embody it. And you allow it. And you're blessed by it. And it's so exciting. It's so invigorating. It's so enlightening. You feel lighter. You feel your frequency raising. You feel your love raising. You feel your gratitude, your prosperity, your appreciation, your abundance. You feel the abundance of love raising. You feel the abundance of connection raising. And you smile. And you know that the better it gets, the better it gets. And it keeps getting better and better and better. And that means you are winning. You are winning at the game of life. You are on your journey to win even more. You're on your journey to feel even more victory, to feel even more success, even more accomplishment, even more effectiveness, even more power to create your reality. You are reconnecting even more. You are realigning your switchboard, your cosmic switchboard inside you. Your divine hookup, your energies, your chakras are freaking aligned with your power. Knowing that you create your reality, knowing that whenever you choose, whenever you fully choose, fully create, fully invest everything you are into being that which you desire, instantly, instant manifestation, playful, expansive flow, creating instant, infinite possibilities and manifestation. Playful, expansive flow, creating, manifesting, instant, infinite possibilities. That's who you are. That's who I see you as. That's what you are creating now. That's what we are creating now. That's what we are embodying now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you
that your subconscious
for
mind
all
listens
of this
and
subconscious
absorbs every word I
reprogramming.
share.
I love it. Thank you for the subconscious impact that we have. Thank you for the gifts that we are now experiencing. Thank you for awakening to our gifts. Thank you for receiving our gifts. Thank you for being our gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What a blessing. What a blessing we are. What a blessing life is for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And as we drink our drinks, as we eat our food, we are nourishing this embodiment of knowing that we deserve the greatest relationships, thriving relationships with ourselves and with others. And we bless and appreciate every time we drink. We celebrate another day, another moment of alignment, of co-creation, of magic, of miracles, all the F around us, okay? All around us. We are winning. We are choosing to win. We are embodying winning. And every day is our best day ever. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the trust. Thank you for the knowingness. Thank you for the allowing. Thank you for the power. Thank you for the courage. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are so blessed. And we receive these blessings. We own these blessings. And in these moments, wrapping up of healing, because we just experienced some massive freaking healing, some massive downloads, some massive light shifting downloads. I got the biggest smile on my face. And I'm co-creating that you do as well. I'm co-creating that you have been blessed, that you've been benefited to hear this, to experience this, to receive this download into your being, into your cells, into your DNA, into your bones, into your tissues, into the fibers of your being, of your hair follicles, your eyeballs, your teeth, your lips, your nose, your ears, your fingerprints have literally been changed. The DNA and cells of your fingerprints now are more light. They are more love. They are more presence. They are more victory. They are more knowingness. They are more abundance. They are more wealth. They are more connection. They are more love. They're more forgiveness. They're more trust. They're more faith. Your toes are radiating goodness. Your toes are radiating forgiveness. Your toes are radiating magic. The arches of your feet are radiating peace. The arches of your feet are radiating healing. The arches of your feet, specifically my feet, and yours, they are allowing, they're trusting. They're being nourished. Your knees, your hips, your stomach, your organs, your heart, all of it. It is being everything that you desire and more. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you have more feedback on healing, certain things you would like to see being healed, topics, areas of life, if you know great healers who should be a part of this hour, tag them in Facebook, shoot me a message, and let me know, because I would love to support you in creating that healing. And I would love to support our world in creating more healing as well. That's what I'm here for. That is what I love to do. So thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing to light up to align, to love, to experience, to expand, to bless us with your presence, with your awareness, with your consciousness, adding momentum, adding fuel to this fire of burning aliveness, of burning passion, of burning purpose, burning power, burning presence. Thank you for being here and adding your presence to these moments. I love you. You are incredible. And let's keep healing.